guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do okay, let me back up. Sorry that I wasn't able to like post very like consistently. To be honest, I was just running out of ideas. I had ideas that I wanted to do, but it's not the perfect timing, if that makes sense, because the next like video was supposed to be like a British school vlog, but then this week is the last week. It's not really like, so I'm sorry, but you might have to wait until September for another term and then I could do that. So yeah, but I'm here to give you guys some tips to the year 11s going into year 12 / sixth form, college, whatever. Yeah, basically you're going into year 12. You want to know some tips, you want to know what to expect, what to do, so you don't mess up, make the same mistakes that a lot of people did. So let's get into it. I got a list of it on my phone and we're just gonna go through it. So let's start with opportunities. So like when you first get into like year 12, they don't really have, there's gonna be opportunities to meet people, but I'm talking more about opportunities in terms of work experience, being a head girl, head boy, being an ambassador, a student ambassador, being those type of opportunities that is actually going to help further your educational experience. Okay, so any opportunity that your teachers are saying, any opportunity that you hear, take it. If you have nothing to lose, if it's not clashing with anything, why are you not taking it? Because everybody else is not doing it, because your friends are not doing it? Take it. Take every opportunity so that you're able to put it on your, you could put it on anything. You can put it on your CV, you can put it on eventually your personal statement. Like you could put it on different things. You want to build up your, what do you call it, your, because my school was offering student ambassador, right? My only thing was that it was clashing with because I go to church on the Sabbath. I go on the, sorry about that, I go to church on the Saturday, and they wanted us to go to school to basically help out on the Saturday. So that's the only reason why I didn't take it, and that's a proper reason. But don't not take it because of your friends, or don't not take it because you just lazy, you know, like just do it. Take every opportunity. That's my first tip, and it's very easy. Just take it. Like just take anything that you want, you know what I mean? Okay, so I think a lot of people has been asking and saying, if I've heard a lot of questions on this, saying if they should take a job or they should do work experience in year 12 because they don't know about the workload and everything. Let me tell you something, right? Year 12 is the place, not the place, but the time to do everything you want to do. If you want to have a job for a year during year 12, do a job. I will only say take a job if you know how to balance your work, and I will touch on that later on. If you know how to balance everything, you have your work, you have your revision set out, and your time, like your time is very much equal to every part of your schoolwork and your job and social life, whatever, I think you should take a job. But don't take a job when you know you're struggling in your schoolwork, because what do you think taking a job will actually do? How will that benefit you, other than you get money? But yeah, take a job. This is the time to do it. Take a job, work in a charity for work experience. That will really help out your CV for other jobs. It will also help your personal statement, your applications for universities, because at least you could say something that you did for like experience or whatever. Yeah, I don't even know if universities ask for that, but I'm just saying, like, I guess you could say I did work experience for something, you know what I mean? Yeah. So the next one is friend groups and reputation. So I think a lot of people have touched on this. If you watched other videos, a lot of people would have touched on it. If not, then you're hearing it from me. Friend groups, choose your friends wisely. Like, choose your friends very much wisely. You don't want to be in a friend group that you don't like later, like 10 months down. You don't want to be in a friend group that does not motivate you or pulls you down, or basically does not like link up with the work. Like, there's some friends out there, or there's some people out there who definitely are not coming to college or sixth form to work. They're just there because like they're forced to, they have to. So they're not gonna be very much academic. And if you are aiming for the high and you're trying to, like, you know, really try and work hard because you want to get into a good university, apprenticeship, whatever, make sure that you choose your friends. I think the best thing to do when you get into there, there's gonna be induction days, there's gonna be like the first week especially, observe. I'm not saying be shy and be in the corner and like, you know, observing and really staring down people. I'm not saying that, but just be very much mindful, be aware of people's personalities, and then I feel like then you can have the knowledge of each person to then choose your friends. Because when you just jump in the deep end, you don't know who you're working with, you know what I mean, until it's too late, and then you figure out, oh, these people don't match with me, you know what I mean. So it's very much, what's that quote, show me your friends and they'll show me you. Yeah, that type of thing. Especially since the teachers are also looking, oh my gosh, let's talk about it. The teachers are also looking at who you're interacting with. Let's say I am friends with this person not really doing the best in school. They're very much talkative in class, always disruptive, but I like them, their personality is cool. Just because they're a nice person, it doesn't matter if they're a good person or not. Teachers are looking at that and being like, so that's who you're interacting with, then you must be like that, or you must be feeding off of that. Teachers very much are observing, looking around, and I feel like just make sure, be aware of that. Like, if you are looking around and your friends are very much disruptive, like the class clowns, and they cannot back that up with their schoolwork, you're gonna be grouped into that group as well. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're not a class clown and you very much quiet, you just like to hang out around them, you're gonna be grouped together. So just be aware that the teachers are watching, be aware of the people that you hang out with, and make sure that they match with you, who you are. Okay, we're flying through this. Making the most of your teachers, right? So in secondary school, I very much just sat there. I really wanted to get out. So when the class would start, and I didn't understand anything, I would just shush. Because like, I don't care. Like, I just don't care. Even if when they explain, my teachers wouldn't explain properly. So I would just sit there and I would just be like, you know what, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna go through it by myself. It'll be fine. Secondary school, I think you're able to do that. Even if you don't understand and you don't say anything, you don't ask the teacher, oh, can you help me, or can you explain that again? Even if you don't do that, you can go home, you can search up, and you could educate yourself on the topic, right? Year 12, this is not the time to be doing all that. Year 12 and 13, don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. It's too much work, okay? It's too much effort on you to not be asking the person who did 2 degrees on it and actually wants to help you if you just ask, and be going home taking 3 topics worth of, like, it's, especially if you're doing essay based subjects like sociology, psychology, ask your teacher, why are you putting so much, why? That is so much work, especially since in a lesson, for me, as at least I could only talk from my experience, that in a lesson we do about like in terms of notes, I take about 3 pages notes in sociology. 3 pages. 3 pages worth of notes. In secondary school, I'm sorry, I would have done like the date, the title, and a couple sentences. Like, you don't really do that much. That's what I'm saying. The detail is very much different. Year 12 is not the time to not be asking your teachers. Don't be shy. I mean, like, even if you're introverted and stuff, just be like. And I think this is very easy. I'm very much quiet in my classes. I don't think I talk that much. I just sit there in the corner and say whatever if I want to. But I feel like when the teachers have that rapport with you, like they have a good relationship with you, they're able to understand that look of confusion on your face. So it also helps if your teacher likes you, and that links to friend groups and your reputation. Okay, so make sure you have a good reputation, your teachers like you. Obviously there's gonna be teachers that just don't like you, they just hate you for no reason. However, for the most part, your teachers should like you. Okay, like make sure like at least your teachers don't mind you, you know what I mean? Your teachers are cool with you. So then even if you don't want to raise your hand, they kind of understand, like, Makayla, do you want me to go over that? But obviously not every teacher is going to do that. This is not secondary school. As I said, teachers are there to help you, but they have a whole class and they have so much topics to go through, so much detail to go through, so they're not gonna pick up on everybody's face, and it's not about that, you know what I mean? So raise your hand, just be like, can you please go over that, please, thank you. Yeah, and just do that, because at the end of the day, you're the one who's gonna be opening up that envelope and seeing your grades, and you don't want to be regretting being like, oh, I could have just like asked. A lot of people in that class is very much confused, just like you. So raise your hand and said, please, can you go over that? Because once they get over it, I realize this, once they get over that topic, once they turn to the next slide in the PowerPoint, they don't care. It's done. So the next one, okay, this one sounds harsh, but it's the reality, it's the truth. Obviously there's different personalities in a class, there's different personalities in a year group, but in secondary school there's obviously like a class clown. There's usually a class clown in each class, each subject, right? That's fine. Everybody laughs, everybody enjoys their personality, and I think it's very much accepted in year 7 to year 11. But just like the ending of year 11, where everybody started to get annoyed at the class clown, this is very much year 12. It's repeated. Like, people, especially if you're going, I feel like this is very much, I don't know if this is the same for sixth form, because I don't go to a sixth form. Nobody wants to be disrupted in their work. Like, if you're disrupting the class every single second to say a joke or to make something, or you want to make people laugh, like, what? Especially in college, I can definitely say, like, sixth form college for me, like, people want to do their work, do whatever, get those grades, and they want to leave. They don't want to be disrupted every single second. And the teachers start to get like, okay, you can go. You can go. Do you need 10 seconds? Like, nobody has the time for like the jokes. So I feel like, don't be a class clown. Don't be a class clown. Don't be that type of person who you want to make people laugh every single second. Obviously, I'm not saying if that's your personality, be you. But I'm just saying there's a difference between, you know, just naturally being funny and being a class clown. Like, don't be that person, please. No, because not everything is funny, and especially since there's so much work. There's so much work that needs to get done. We don't have the time to be laughing at your jokes, especially if it's not funny. So be organized. I am very much an organized person. I want everything like slightly perfectionist, slightly, but You know, I had my folders done, I had my notebooks done. I made sure that every day my notes would be packed, like organized, everything was cool. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now, after like 3 weeks of content, you're gonna be like, what's even going on? If you don't organize yourself and organize your notes, it's gonna get quite messy very quickly, because your teachers give you content, give you like extra work, extra papers to kind of like consolidate your knowledge, right? So they give you like, they might give you pages of a textbook, they might give you like practice questions, they might give you all kinds of stuff, right? And if you don't organize that to make it make sense in your own little way, it's gonna get messy, it's gonna get confusing in your head. So make sure you're organized, make sure that you know exactly what you're gonna do. Some people do their notes on an iPad or their computer, some people do their notes on notebooks, some people do their notes like me. I do it on a plain piece of paper, like I write it up and then I put it in a folder. Make sure you know what you're gonna do, because if you come here looking clueless, it's going to get very disorganized very quickly and you're gonna be so confused. Because after those couple, I would say after about a month in year 12, they start to get into the work. Yeah, be organized from the very beginning so you don't have to worry. But this is easy, like don't overcomplicate it. Just make sure that you're organized and make sure that it's making sense. If it's making sense in your head, it doesn't, don't worry about if it makes sense to other people. Okay, so free periods. So the thing with free periods or free breaks or gaps, right? So in a week, I have one of my days is I have a 3-hour break. So I'm not saying that you need to be studying every single break, because who's doing that? Who's doing that? Who's doing that? I'm not saying for 3 hours. If you have a 3-hour gap, you need to make sure that you study for the whole 3 hours. What? I'm just saying, don't be dumb. Don't make a fool out of yourself, okay? Like, if you have work to be done, do it. If you want to relax. But I think when it starts to get to like September, October, like October, November, you'll start to have work to actually do. So start doing your work. Like, let's say you have a 3-hour break. 3-hour break. You're going to 1 hour work, 2 hours do whatever, okay? That's how you do it. Cause like, obviously you don't want to be dying your whole break. I mean, it's a break, okay? So do some work and relax. Especially since there's always going to be work. Not like secondary school where you get homework and once you've done your homework, you're done. You have revision. There's always something to revise. There's always something that you need to search up. So make sure that you're taking advantage of these breaks, but also don't kill yourself out. You know what I mean? Yeah. But this also leads me to my next point. Take your work seriously. Like, don't play games. No, don't play games. Like, year 12 goes so fast. You'll blink your eye and you're like, wow, I am already in March. And then you blink your eye again and it's September, time to go into year 13. And you're like, oh. So take your work seriously. Make sure you're actually like going through your work as you go on. If you don't understand something, go to your teachers, ask them. If you don't understand something, go to Google, go to your textbook, make sure you revise, do stuff, blah, 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 blah. So you know that, okay, I'm on a good track, I'm doing well. Because at the end of the day, year 12 is going to pass by and you're gonna be begging for that time back. Okay, so mock exams. Definitely take it seriously. I mean, I don't know if there's been people who just don't take their mock exams seriously. Take your mock exams seriously, especially since in my college, like, we do like AS exams, and those exams are your predicted grades, and that's what you use to do for like UCAS and stuff. So take it seriously. Like, why are you not taking it seriously? You know what I mean? Do you ever want to see E's and D's on your envelope or on your results thing? Do you want to see that? No, you don't want to see that. So work hard so that you can get the grades that you want to get. Obviously, like, I feel like take every exam seriously, even if it's just a practice test in class, because at the end of the day, if you see an A, it makes you feel really good, right? If you see an E, it doesn't matter. Oh, it doesn't matter if, oh, I didn't revise though, so who cares? What? Like, just because you didn't revise, that looks so bad. Like, that looks even worse. Like, so you didn't revise for a practice test. Like, these are preparing you for the real thing, right? You have 2 years, just 2 years. It's not a 5-year thing. So it's not like, oh, I'm in year 7 and I'm just playing around because I have 4 more years. Okay, fair enough. You have 2 years in this one. It's not a 5-year program. It's not a 5-year thing. So make sure you're taking everything seriously. Obviously, if you didn't revise for one and it's just a class test, well, wing it. I'm not saying that you have to make sure that you revise 6 months in advance for a test that you're gonna do in class and your teacher's gonna mark. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying make sure that you revise a little bit, just a tad, like put some effort in it, okay? Because at the end of the day, when you see a B and an A, you feel good. When you see an E and an F, you feel like poo-poo. Okay, which one do you want to say? Okay, it doesn't matter if it's a class test or it's a mock exam. You want to see an E and an A and a B. Okay, A and B, A and B, or maybe a C. We're not fussy. Okay, so balance. So make sure you have a good balance for year 12. Year 12 is hard. I feel like it's not like impossible to get through. Like, obviously it's not. Like, I look back on it and I'm just like, you know, like, nah, like, it is what it is. But year 12 is not as bad as people want to make it seem. Like, these teachers will say, well, year 12 is going to be so hard for you guys. You are not going to be able to adapt. And the teachers are going to be, like, year 12 is not as bad. It's not impossible. It's not difficult. Okay, well, it is. But in some aspects, it's definitely difficult. But it's not as bad as it seems. Because the jump from year 11 to year 12 is very much jumping in the shallow end of the pool. So yeah, it's not bad. I don't think it's that bad. Just make sure you balance your social life, having fun, revision. Make sure you have a good balance. Obviously it's easier said than done, but at the end of the day, we're all human beings and you can't just be revising every single day. Like, it gets tiring. If you are able to do that, well, that's fine. I can't though. So make sure you have a balance. Don't kill yourself out. Like, at the end of the day, if you're revising what, 6 hours every single day in September, really, do you think that's gonna work? Really? Do like 30 minutes, then 1 hour, then, you know, carry on. You know, small steps. At the end of the day, you have 2 years, and even though it's gonna go really fast, it's also gonna go quite slow. Yeah. Okay, so subject choice. I'm only gonna really go, I'm just gonna touch on it because subject choice, I don't know, it's very much subjective, but every subject is bad. Not like bad in terms of like ew, like I hate that. It's more like every subject is detailed. Every subject you need to work for, you know what I mean? Don't just be going to TikTok scrolling through which one is the easiest, because I thought psychology was going to be about mental health, like just purely mental health, purely about anxiety, purely about depression. That's all I would say about that, okay? Every subject, especially those STEM subjects, every subject is hard. Every subject is difficult. Every subject you're going to need to put effort in, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. So stop trying to look for comments saying, oh well, sociology is actually really easy. Now I must say that, like I was saying just a little bit before, year 12 is very much jumping in the shallow end of the pool. I'm going to go into year 13 and I'm terrified of my life. We've been touching on year 13 like topics and work, and I'm already like, I just know it's gonna be hard, because year 12 wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard. It actually wasn't. I was being organized, I was revising, I wasn't doing work every single day, and I still got through, right? And I was like, if this is what people are scared about, then who cares? That's what you're gonna feel like at the end of year 12. If you've done all the tips that I said, you revised, you had a good balance, you made sure to take your work seriously, and you were organized, you're gonna get to the end of year 12 and you're gonna be like, well, that was easy. Well, not easy, but like, that was doable. And then you're gonna get to year 13 and you're gonna be like, and this also relates onto this: attend your lessons, don't skip. Don't skip. This more relies more links to people who go to college or sixth form college or whatever. Not really sixth form, because I don't think sixth form are a little bit more stricter, I think. But attendance, just because you can doesn't mean you should. I feel like the only time I really like did not go was around exams, because they did not give us study leave. Why are you skipping? Why are you skipping? No, don't do it. Like, actually don't do it, because if they're doing content, you should always go, and they're always doing content except during exam season, okay? Always attend your lessons. Like, please always attend your lessons, unless you're sick. Like, please go your lessons. Just because your friends are doing it doesn't mean you should, okay? So we're going on the final like tips now. So keep focused on yourself. There's gonna be a lot of people saying a lot of stuff. There's gonna be a lot of drama. Keep yourself out of drama, right? Because it's 2 years, and these are very much the 2 most important years of your life. Okay, that seems really like but I feel like it really is. University, I feel like university, it looks much calmer than this, but I think these are the really, like, there's a lot of stuff that is going to be done in these 2 years. That's what I mean by it's most important. It's not going to define you in any way. Like, it's really not going to define you. Like, you can go, you can do whatever from A levels, like, it doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, you're gonna do your university applications, you're gonna do your personal statement, you're gonna do the 3 A levels that might decide what course you go through, what like path you go on. So that's what I mean by the most important. But yeah, there's no time for drama. Obviously 5 years, in secondary school, so you can really do whatever, to be honest. And then make sure you have your head in your books by year 12, not year 12, by year 11, so you get good GCSEs. Year 12, like, I'm telling you, no time for drama, no time for drama, no time for stubbornness, no time for foolishness. Okay, keep your head on your shoulders and make sure that you're aware and you're not getting into drama, because it's just not the time, right? Also, like, you know, after exams and after those practice tests, it's okay to do really bad. Like, it's okay to do really bad at the beginning. If you look at my vlog in my year 12 vlog, yeah, go watch that. You will see that I talked about this. It's okay to do really bad at first, because you're now adapting, okay? I remember, like, I revised so much for this test, and we had a psychology test. Went into the test, thought I smashed it, saw the results, I was like, wow, I failed. But from there, I done really well, okay? I done really well in the other tests. So what I'm saying is, don't think that that first couple of tests in your subject is like the be all end all. It's not the actual A levels, okay? You'll be fine. Everybody else has experienced that, because I really thought I smashed it and I failed. But yeah, okay, my camera is literally dying, so that's great. That's great. Study ethics. So year 12 is the time to figure out what revision technique works out for you. Is it blurting? Is it writing on a whiteboard? Is it teaching yourself, well, acting like you're teaching somebody else, or teaching yourself, or whatever? Is it mind maps? Work out what works best for you. I mean, I think year 11 is the time to work out what revision technique works for you, but year 12 is also a time that you can do that, so that by year 13 you've got everything organized. As I said, you need to be organized. Organization is the key. It's a new chapter of your life. No one's saying that you should not have anything fun to do. No one's saying that you should be depressed and just revising every day. Like, nobody's saying that, but obviously you gotta put some effort in, okay? Your teacher's not gonna give everything to you. Your teacher's not gonna hand you those grades on a plate, right? Because in secondary school, they gave you everything they had to basically make sure that you get the highest grade possible, right? But in college, in sixth form, there's only so much that they can give you. You need to go out by yourself in your own time. Research more about the university, research more about your course, research about extra information that you know, especially if your subjects are essay based. I want you to make sure that you go and you read up on certain things. Let's say you're doing sociology and you're learning about Marxism. I want you to go home and I want you to read up more about Marxism. I'm telling you, in those tests, it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. As I said, yes, essay based, make sure you research, make sure you read up more, okay? I'm pretty sure that that also applies to history, but I'm not sure. But yeah, make sure you just research, right? And as my mother said, you excel by researching. You excel by making sure that you're seeking out more information. That's how you excel. That's how those A stars, that's how they do it, okay? They make sure that they research in their own time, and they make sure that they know what exactly they're gonna do. Even if you're not sure about the next steps, you can still be knowledgeable on the opportunities that are out there for you, okay? There's gonna be so much obstacles on your journey to basically the end of year 13. However, if you got through 5 years 5 years of secondary school, you can most definitely do 2 years, okay? You can do 2 years, all right? Year 12 is not hard. It's not hard. It's difficult at certain points. There's gonna be aspects that you're like, ugh, but it's not impossible to get through. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy your summer break. And I hope results day goes very well for the year 13s and the year 11s. If you watch this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, watch my other videos, comment down below any other stuff that you want me to answer, whatever. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.